Good morning all. So this is a problem on the composite wall and we need to solve this by using the FEM method. So the problem is an induction furnace wall is made up of three layers, inside, middle and outer layer with the thermal conductivity K1, K2 and K3 respectively as shown in the figure. Determine the nodal temperatures. Now this is a figure which is given. So this is a composite wall. So inner layer, middle layer and outer layer, and the length of the inner layer is 25 centimeter, middle layer is 5 centimeter, outer layer is 3 centimeter, and only the convection is there at the last node or the last layer at the end, last right end of the wall. Okay, now here K1, K2, K3 is also given and H is also given. Thermal conductivity as well as H as well as T infinity is also given 30 degree, and here we have given with the length L1 first one, L2 for the, because here three layers are there. So while using FEM method we need to go for three elements. So inner element, middle element and the outer inner layer, middle layer and outer layer. That means we need to go for three elements. So we have to four temperatures T1, T2, T3 and T4. So that's what I have written here. So three elements 1, 2 and 3, and we have four temperatures T1, T2, T3 and T4. So all these things, length is given for all the three elements L1, L2, L3. Similarly, T1 is given, this temperature is given as 600 here, and T infinity is also given as 30 degree, that we converted into Kelvin. Okay, now the furnace wall can be modeled using the 1D element. So this is what we have done, the 1D element in use. This is a FE model for the given problem. Now here we need to find out the stiffness matrix for heat conduction, because conduction is there in all the elements. So heat conduction stiffness matrix is given by AK by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So I need to find out the stiffness matrix for conduction for all the three elements K1, K2 and K3, and A is we are assuming as 1 because it is not given. K is given for all the three elements that I have written. Similarly, length for all the three elements also given. So by using that I have found out K1, K2 and K3. That is a stiffness matrix for heat conduction for the three elements. Then next you need to find out the global stiffness matrix for conduction Kc, that is K1 plus K2 plus K3. Now I think you know this, how to find out the stiffness, global stiffness matrix, because K1 is meant for first and second node, K2 is for second and third, K3 is for third and fourth. So you add it all these things for 1, 2, because the global matrix is in the order of 4 into 4 matrix, since we have 4 nodes. It is for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a global stiffness matrix for conduction for the given problem. Now since in the problem the convection takes place at the last node, at the fourth node, that means here we need to find out at the fourth node heat is lost to the surrounding by convection. So since it is exposed, we need to find out the heat loss. So that is, we need to find out the stiffness matrix for convection at the end, only at the end. So for the end it is given as H into A 0 0 0 1. So this will be found out for only for the last element, because here we can see the heat loss to the surrounding only at the outer layer, that is for the last element, that is a third element. So for the third element, the KH value, that is the stiffness matrix for convection at the end is found out, that is H is 45 given, A we have assumed it as 1 0 0 0 1. So KH at the end we got it as 0 0 0 45. But here I need to find out the global stiffness matrix for convection. So global stiffness matrix for convection is HKH into, because here for the global stiffness matrix I need to get it as 4 into 4 matrix, because our problem consists of 3 elements and 4 nodes. So the global stiffness matrix should be in the order of 4 into 4. Since it is for only for the third node, so only here we will get 45, rest of all the values we will get it as 0 0. This is the global stiffness matrix for convection. Now total we need to find out the global stiffness matrix, that is the sum of conduction matrix plus the convection matrix. So this is a global matrix. So you have the conduction matrix here 4 into 4, and you have the convection matrix here, that is 4 into 4. Just you add it, the corresponding elements, so that you are getting the global stiffness matrix for the problem which is given. Okay. Now similarly, so after that we need to find out the force vector. Now force vector we can find out only for the free end, because convection is there only at one end. That means it is given as Fh at end is given as A into H T infinity 0 1. But this value can be found out only for the third element, because convection is there at only one end, that is at the last element. So that's what here found out. Fh for the third element is given by 1 is the area, 45 is H, and T infinity is given as 303. So 0 1. So this is nothing but the force vector for the third element. Now we need to find out the global force vector. Since for F1, F2, F3, F1 and F2, that force vector for the first element, force vector for the second element is 0, 0. So just you add it up. Here also we need to get 4. This is for first node, second node, third node and fourth node. So that is why only for the fourth node, you need to get it as this value 13632. So that's what I have written while I have found out the force vector, global force vector. Then we have the equilibrium equation, that is K into T is equal to F. So substitute the K value, global stiffness matrix, temperature vector as well as the force vector. Now because we have given with the T1, so you take the second equation, minus 34 T1 plus 39 T2 plus 5 T3 plus 0 T4 is equal to 0. Second equation. That's what I have taken. Now we have given with the value of T1 as 873. Just rearrange this equation. 39 T2 plus 5 T3 is equal to 34 into 873. So you will get the equation as this. So let it be star. Now we know that in the elimination method we need to remove the rows and columns where the boundary value is known. So here we know the value of T1. So let me eliminate the first row and first column, which is for the T1 value. Eliminate it. If I eliminate it, I am getting the stiffness matrix like this after eliminating the first row and first column, T2, T3. But here while you are writing the second equation, so we need to replace the second equation by this star. So in the initial problem, here this value for the second equation it is 0. But after finding the substituting the value of T1 for the second equation, that is for 39, 5 and 39 T2 plus 5 T3 plus 0 T4, I will be getting the value as 29, 682. You substitute the other values, whatever the values are there for the third equation and fourth equation, let it be same. Now you solve this equation for T2, T3, T4, solve this matrix and we will get the value of T2 as 846.25 Kelvin, T3 value as 664.35 Kelvin, T4 value as 323.21 Kelvin.